Hello, welcome back. I'm Ron Baker, and this is Nurturing Solutions for Seekers. Since we've been on the subject of energy and creating a flow of energy in the body, I thought I would continue with that today. Today's subject is about anxiety and panic attacks. What in the world are they? What causes that? I love that these things are actually simple explanations, and then there are many tools for resolving them. What I will say is that all of my clients with whom I work are able to resolve these issues. Many have come to me initially having anxiety and panic attacks. The bottom line is, we have not learned how to move energy and to sustain an energy flow in the body so that we remain calm and peaceful. If you add on top of that the lack of emotional education that most people have had, including me growing up, believe me, if you add those things together, then you have the recipe for anxiety and panic attacks. So let me explain this simply. When we are babies, we breathe all the way down into the lower body, and this part of the body expands when we take a deep breath like this. This is one of the primary ways that we sustain energy flow. When we become wounded and afraid and unsure and various other things, we learn to grip instead of feeling our feelings, bringing them up for experience, expressing and releasing them, and we create blockage in the body. The primary area that we want to talk about today is here in the solar plexus. We have 3 diaphragms in the body. One is the throat tongue, one is the solar plexus, and one is the sphincter or the anal muscle. The one we want to work on resolving today is here in the solar plexus. If I stop breathing and I have feelings that want to come up that I don't feel safe feeling, because I have not nurtured and educated those feelings into what I call adult reality. Meaning, as an adult, I'm not unsafe or threatened for any of my feelings that need to come up. However, if I remain in the education of a wounded child, which I did for decades, when those feelings want to move up, I grip and go into fear, and this solar plexus begins to create friction. This friction is what we experience as anxiety. I feel anxious about the things that are happening. Well, I actually feel anxious about my own feelings, not so much about what's happening. What's happening is triggering feelings, perhaps. However, it's my inability to feel and flow that creates the actual friction of anxiety. And so when I start to feel anxious, I grip harder, is the typical pattern. Well, that's not going to help anything. I guess you can tell from the fact that it's grip that created the anxiety to begin with. Clearly, we all need the emotional education, and the reason my clients all resolve their anxiety and panic attacks is because they get emotional nurturing and education at Empowered at Last. However, for now, if you will go back to breathing all the way into the lower body and reassure yourself of your safety to feel your feelings, you will begin to calm the anxiety that builds here. You may even want to reassure yourself like a nurturing person would do to you if they were holding you or nurturing you. So touching yourself here to calm this part or to massage into the solar plexus is very helpful. Now when you press here, if there's pain, it's because you have habitually gripped and energy has built up. So what causes panic attacks? Well, if I feel anxious and I don't pay attention and I don't nurture and respond with breath and calming myself, reassuring myself, then as I suggested, the grip gets worse. This passage is vital for you to even feel grounded in your body or like you can get a deep breath. It's amazing how powerful feelings can be when we fight them and resist them. And if we fight the anxiety and grip harder, it can build up to a panic attack. This is the simple explanation, and the simple beginning response is that proactive breathing, nurturing, and you also over time need more emotional education, nurturing, and encouragement, in my opinion. It is my experience that these things help consistently to resolve the issue. So this is today's encouraging tidbit on how to resolve your anxiety, stress, and even panic attacks here in the solar plexus. So happy nurturing yourself. Practice. Don't wait for it to build up. Practice your full body breathing. Practice massage. Practice the various things I've been teaching you, and you will discover more and more and more health, creating lives that get better and better and better if you apply the tools. They're quite simple and they're all nurturing. So let me know if you have questions, let me know if you have needs, and let me know other subjects that you'd like me to cover in these nurturing solutions. Have a great week. I'll talk to you soon.